A very good evening, folks. I said I'd pop back on the channel. Hello to everyone on Facebook and hello to everyone on YouTube. Yes, it's 7 minutes past 9 on a Monday night, and it was a rough day yesterday. But you know what? The show must still go on. I've got my house coat on. I don't give a shy, and I'm gonna have a good chat, which is about Celtic. It's a Celtic channel. So what else would we be talking about? So look at. A massive week ahead. Before we go on the podcast, I want to say a massive thank you to Jamie from Off the Underside podcast for popping on tonight for an hour and a half and having a chat just about Celtic stuff. Really appreciate James, a good lad. Him and his mates are doing a really good job on talking everything else about football on his YouTube channel. So keep it up, Jamie. Well done to you. Hell. I'm sure we'll have you back on in the near future. We will. How's it going, John Paul in Glasgow? I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hopefully we'll get the questions in. How are we feeling about this weekend? Are we feeling nervous? Are we dreading it? Are we feeling optimistic? Let me know in the comments. Let me know how the comments. Are Celtic up for it? Are Celtic mentally up for winning this league? Do we have the quality to win this league? Do we have the mentality to win this league? Do we have unity within the squad to win the league? That's the question I'm asking you tonight across the spectrum of Facebook and YouTube. I'm not drinking tonight, sober Joe. So I gotta pull out the Angie out from somewhere, won't I? Considering I went into work and I was like that. That was the mood. That was the mood of me this morning in work, sitting there at my desk. I was sitting there, I was like, can't shake this. Can't shake it at all. Honestly, can't shake it. You know? But I did. Because over the last decade, I've seen Celtic, and you've seen Celtic win a treble, a double treble, a treble, a quad treble, a shit season, a double, a treble, a double, and the question mark is about what's going to happen this season. So sit back, buckle up, get the tea on. We're going to talk Celtic. Most of all, I need comments. I need people to join the live tonight. I need people to comment what I think, what you think. There's no point in me sitting here and blabbing forever. This is about yous. I sat there for an hour and a half. I could have just packed it in and just went off for the night. But instead, I was like, you know what? I want to chat to my followers across YouTube and across Facebook to see what's going on, how they're feeling. How they're feeling today after that shit performance yesterday. You know, I called our team dirt yesterday because I thought we were horrendous. And I know it's a bold word to say dirt, but I thought we were dirt. Sorry, there's an ambulance going by. Like I live on a main road, so constantly get ambulances going past. You know, I think I will end up having a bleeding heart attack with the failure of Celtic so far this season. It's only been 7 defeats, but them 7 defeats in my head feel like 77 defeats of all the trauma that we've gone through this season. Mathematically, we're still in this title race. Yes, we are. Mentally, are we in this title race? That's what I keep saying to myself. Am I mentally in it? Sunday has a big part to play. As we all know, we have Stuttgart on Thursday night. I just want to say to the 3,000 Celtic fans that are making the trip over to Germany, safe journey. Represent our club in the best way you can, because you're bigger representatives than that show of shites that we call the board. Use are the fans. Use are the ones that won't let us down, you know. So Jack is saying, I can't watch the game, but honestly, I'm not surprised at the results. I couldn't watch the game, sorry. I read it wrong. Couldn't watch the game, but I'm honestly not surprised. Standards have slipped. I think since Martin O'Neill, since January's come back, we had that feel good factor, against Dundee United, sorry. And I just think the standards have completely dropped in the squad. I just feel like players are not hungry. You gotta. But we've been chasing tails since the start of the season, and it feels weird being in a position of chasing down, being the hounds chasing down the Jambos and the Rangers. But you have to, if you want to win this title, you gotta have a bit of competition. And you know what? As much as we're Celtic fans and we're pissed off the way the season's gone, it's good for Scottish football that there's actually a challenge instead of us wiping away and feeling like, oh, job done by March, great. For the last 5 games, we'll play a few of the youths. It's something different. It's a different chapter. Do I like being in this chapter? I think it's fucking horrendous, to be honest with you. But for the outside watching it, I think it's blame Brit. I think it's good for them. Honestly, I can't think this team. I think this team is well off it, but never say die. We need to go to Ibrox and beat Rangers and make a statement and let the earthquake hit, the tremors hit, because Hearts are playing Saturday against Aberdeen at Tynecastle. Will I watch the game? No, I won't watch the game. I'll probably do a podcast, but it's odd, to be honest. Will we do a watch along Saturday? What do you think? Should I do a watch along for Hearts and Aberdeen Saturday? Will I go live on YouTube? Let me know in the comments. Bobby, how are you getting on, Bobby? I do apologize. I wasn't writing back to you in your comments when you were on earlier on. Still hope, but a few weeks have been a hard watch. It has been, isn't it? It's just been miserable. As I said last night, I labelled Celtic as a life support. It's like a loved one on a life support machine. You're getting hope that they're going to turn the corner, that things are going to start picking up, and then it's a setback. That's what it feels like. I feel like this club is on a life support machine this season. Not at all identity. Don't worry, we're never going to get like that team that died in 2012. We'll never be like that. In the 90s, we had a stage that we could have been in trouble, but Fergus McCann came in and saved us. But it's hard. It is hard to watch. And I'm saying to myself, do I go out Sunday? Do I be a man, go out Sunday, have a Guinness and watch Celtic play? Or do I hide behind my couch and dread the game? Because every time I've got myself up for it, I'll be let down and you'll be let down. It's hard. James says, I'm losing faith in Martin O'Neill. Kasper Maeda Hatate should never play for us again, and Nacho should be involved at all costs. Go 4-4-2. It's blatantly obvious. Well, I said earlier on we'd go 3-5-2. I know 3 didn't really work for us under Wilfred Nancy. I played Maeda against Rangers. He loves a game against Rangers. I'll play him. I know he's been off it this season. He's completely off it. He's checked out. I think Atate will probably play against Rangers, and I think Schmeichel will play against Rangers. I don't think Martin O'Neill doesn't listen to fans. He is an experienced manager, one of the best managers to ever grace British football. So, he's been out of the game for a while, but O'Neill is not going to drop Kasper Schmeichel for the Ibrox toy. What I did say, if we play Sinisalo on Thursday night, put a B team out on Thursday night. So, for example, who would you start on Thursday night? Do you go with Dane Murray? I don't know if Benjamin Arthur is actually in the quote on the rota for the Europa League. Someone can correct me on that. Do we start Ralston right back or Donovan right back? Do we start Sarachi left back to give him a bit of minutes? Do we drop McGregor, give him a bit of a rest? Did we bring McCown in the McGregor position? Did we play Bernardo, Atate? Do you play like, oh no, what's the crack? How are you getting on? Hope you're well. Good to see you in, my friend. Key for me, I don't think it matters what formation we play or what personnel we use. The players simply ain't good enough, no matter what the system is, formation or tactics. They just don't have to fight in the belly, don't you know? They just don't have to fight in that belly, but they need to have to fight in the belly. You know, especially when you're playing against your bitter rivals in their home patch. You should be going out there and fucking going to the sword, going in there and taking it to them. Score early, have them quiet, have them all quiet, and show them why we're champions of Scotland. You said, start the weakest team available. I wouldn't say the weakest team. It's called rotation on Thursday night. Rotation. Arthur's not in the Euro squad, is he not? Well, look at be Dame Murray and probably Scales, or will probably be Trusty actually, as you're aware of. Celtic have appealed the red card regards to Austin Trusty's dismissal yesterday, which VAR intervened with the referee's decision, which is an absolute joke. The more I look at it, the more I'm thinking the two of them are playing fucking handbags with each other. It should never been a sending off. It should never been a sending off. Last night I was like, oh, was a sending off? I don't think it should have been a sending off. You know, especially in the box when it's a corner. Nah. I swear if you bleed, he hit him an elbow across the face and knocked his two out the way they were going on. Honestly, he went down like just disappointed in the hips player. I think it was O'Hara. Was it McGrath? Was it? Or O'Hara? Disappointed, but you know what? We gotta learn from our mistakes. We gotta think forward. We gotta think forward. And I know it's hard for Celtic fans to think forward when you keep getting setbacks. Yesterday was a big setback because 60 minutes into the game, Rangers were losing 2-0. We were 1-1. We could have pushed and got the second goal, but I was going to say Brendan. Jesus Christ, Brendan. Martin decided to bring on Maeda and Atate, which they were not productive at all. Atate looked like he wanted to have a little bit of fight, and then it just died down. It did. But I said I pop on tonight. Good to see the numbers tuning in. As I said, I don't want to keep repeating myself, but ask me the questions. Ask me the simple question. Are we going to win this league? I'm 90% sure we're not going to win the league. On that 10% hope. That 10% hope. Because if I completely fully check out, and we win this league, I'll look like an absolute dope. So that's why. So that 10%, you know. Good evening, Keith. Good evening, Toy Film. Hope you're all right. Hope you're doing well. I have to say, Celtic are as bad as Michael J. Fox playing Jenga at the moment. Jesus Christ. True. Good evening, Carly Gary 23. Great to see you in again. I hope you're doing well. I hope I haven't bored the ears off of you. Rory, I hope you're doing well. I travelled a lot of hours to watch the game on Sunday. It was absolute brutal. The team had zero fight. We had zero quality on the pitch. 6-foot striker that can't hit his head. To be honest with you, I've said this about Tam the Czech, and I got a lot of shit about this guy before we signed him. His goal to game ratio for Borussia Mönchengladbach wasn't great. Yes, when he played in the Czech league for Sparta Prague, he was immense for them. But I know people were trying to say, oh, well, it's a new club, new shirt, stakes are high. He's good at holding up the ball. But fuck me, when the ball gets crossed to him, he flopped it yesterday on 3 different occasions. So I'm concerned about our so-called firepower we have in front. Amadou, don't know if he's going to cut it. Doesn't look like he's going to cut it. He had a nice goal against Dundee, but haven't seen much of it from him since. Like, you know, how do you think Sunday will go? I want to win on Sunday. I don't want to be settling for a draw. I see fans saying, "Oh, I take the draw now. I take the draw now because it means that Rangers are not making any room on it." Fucking beat them. Put them back where they fucking need to be. Beat them. Beat them. If you believe that we win the league, you got to back your team and say, we're going to go out and fucking beat them. There's no point saying take the draw. Take the draw. I'm not taking a draw. Go out and beat them. Why do you want it? Like, do you really want to settle for second place? And this is the weird thing. This is the weird thing. This is what's really pissing me fucking off, right? If we lose this title and we finish ahead of Rangers, people are going to be, at least we finished ahead of Rangers. At least we finished ahead of Rangers. That's what people are going to say. It's a failure. Season's a knockoff. You know? Go out on Sunday. Go to battle. Go out there. Callum McGregor needs to get fucking players in the middle of that pitch like Oxlade-Chamberlain and fucking Atate. I know Atate is checked out, but are you going to play Atate or Benjamin Eagle in them? Benjamin Eagle needs to be playing behind the striker. That's what he needs to be playing. Not fucking in the pocket with McGregor. He needs to be playing more direct. That's what needs to happen. You know? All right. Great to see Ian Gaddafi. Great to see you, Ian. James. Play a shadow team. Benji's not available. I hope we have moved up a gear when we heard the Rotten Mob. I thought we would have moved up a gear, sorry. We didn't. We went backwards. Completely backwards. I don't think this Celtic team deal with pressure. Don't think they deal with pressure at all. And I keep saying the same thing all the time. But we need, like, when we get back to Celtic Park, which is against Motherwell, before the split, we need fans to fucking start singing. You know, there's no point of going in and shit, like, showing up for the game and like, oh, hi, Joe. Oh, that's me singing his grand old team. I'm done for the day. You know, fucking get behind your team. How's it going? Smell the glove. Hope you're doing well. I was watching a podcast earlier on. You've seen a comment of yours pinged somewhere else. As I said yesterday, we have a bigger battle with the board than losing the league. Well, we lose on Sunday. Will be all eyes will be on that battle. I know people will be still thinking of the glimmer of the game in hand. Let's win. I know Atate is a waste of a jersey, but what else do we have, Typhoon? McCown's not up for it. Bernardo's not up for it. Ingles is still out. What do we have? What do we have at our disposal, man? This is the problem. Like, you go all in and throw fucking everything at the sink, or either you will actually sink. You know. So if I can agree with one of the comments there. Dan Davenport says, could you see Robbie Keane being Celtic head coach next season? There's a lot of politics evolved around Robbie Keane and Celtic because obviously he managed in Israel previous years ago. He's done all right as a coach. He beat Rangers in the Europa League. He's done all right with Fenerbahce. He's an all right CV, but I think a lot of Celtic fans would rather the Motherwell manager over Robbie Keane, to be honest, because Jens is doing well for Motherwell. He has a squad of players that are really up for it, really up for it. But yeah, new member. Thank you very much for the new membership, CFC Ryan. Really appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing good. Now, as I said, I'll pop back on, have a chat with you. I didn't get to have a chat with you properly earlier on. Me and Jamie were talking in depth about how bad the season's been, but we all know how bad the season's been. Could it be changed? It's up to Martin O'Neill. It's up to Sean Maloney. It's up to these coaches. Start coaching these guys better. It's up to Callum McGregor to feel the fire in the belly and tell everyone else to feel the same feeling. And someone made a great point in the comments earlier on, and I said it as well. Do you agree with the trusty red card? No, I don't. last night I was on the fence about it because I think he looked like he did lash out a little bit. But you look at the way the referee decisions over the weekend, especially the St. Mirren one as well. I think VAR, are the people that are doing the VAR just don't have a fucking clue. Just don't have a clue, to be honest with you, Stephen. How's it going, Mark? I hope you're doing well. Glad to see you tuning in back in again. 100% will play McCown before Atate, the wee man, will try get his heart out and desire. Well, the thing is, we played McCown in the last fixture, and he was lost. He was absolutely lost in the last fixture. We just need to. I'm trying to think positive here. I'm trying to think, right, this is the squad to go for. This is what we should do. But if we could see it early on Sunday, it's going to be very hard to get back into it. Like, Rangers are up for it. Folks, Rangers are going to be up for it. We haven't beat Rangers in, like, I think it's 5 attempts in the league. 6 attempts even, I think. Like, it's fucking desperate. Desperate, you know? It's just, it's worrying times. It's worrying times as a Celtic fan. Domestically, this summer, the board's crap, fans being not let back in the stadium, the lack of investment. What's the positives? Tell me the positives, please. Someone please enlighten me with the positives. I'd even bring back Jude Bonner from Ayr to play him ahead of Atate and Bernardo. Jude Bonner's not a bad little baller. Is he doing all right for Ayr, is he? Where's Ayr actually in the Scottish Championship table? Championship standings. Let's have a look. Because I'm so concerned about Celtic, I don't be looking at other tables below us, but we'll have a look. Let's have a little dig in. Let's have a dig. Ooh. Jesus Christ. Scott Brown still has a chance of getting promotion there with Ayr, because whoever finishes 4th will play 3rd, and then the winners of that will play 2nd, and then the winners of that will play 11th place in the Premiership. St. Johnson. I don't really want St. Johnson back up. Partick. I wouldn't mind Partick coming back up. I really want Ayr to come back up. Ayr. Arbroath. A good rainy day in Arbroath on the seaside, eh? Right, Rovers. Look at Greenock Morton. Greenock Morton still have a chance of getting in, sneaking into that playoff spot. It's wide open, actually, when you look at it. Holy shit. It's still wide open between Dunfermline. Lenny could still sneak in there as well. Be fucking 4 points in it, you know. But Ayr have 2 games in hand. So Ayr get them 2 games in hand. They'll point behind Arbroath. Oof. Interesting. But surprised no one's mentioned Scott Brown for the Celtic job. It's been a lot of that earlier on in the season. Smell the Glove thinks we'll finish 4th. The only positive I can see, Keith, is the start of next season, fresh start, and hopefully a new board. I don't know if we'll have a new board, to be honest with you. Said it last night, Typhoon, like, it's very hard to shift these guys that are on a good payroll, especially if they're all clicky with each other, you know. I hope he's like the Celtic house coat as well. Rocking the gear tonight, folks. I'll play Sriracha in midfield instead of Rio. So would I. But he's not going to play him. Let's be realistic. He's not going to play him. Does a draw effectively rule both Glasgow sides out of the league if Hearts win? No, because there's post split and there's a game in hand for Celtic. Like, we still have to play Hearts at Celtic Park, and we still have to play Rangers at Celtic Park as well. This is what I was saying earlier on the podcast to Jamie. I was like, I meant Ayr at 4th. I think we'll finish 5th. Oh, Jesus Christ, smell the glove. You're not that bad. We're not that bad. Come on. Finish 5th. Jesus Christ. Finish 5th. We need to be pushing. As I said, we need to win the Scottish Cup as well, which would be It seems like a million miles away talking about the Scottish Cup right now. See, Man U 1-0 up against Everton. Michael Carrick working the magic there. It's a bad day when we hope our games in hand will keep us in a show. As for Robbie Keane, no thanks. Just another yes man for Desmond. I want none Irish Celtic man. Oof. I'm an Irish Celtic man. What about me, Paul? Do you not want me? I'm an Irish Celtic man. Ah, doesn't like the Irish, eh? There is serious potential we could implode at end of fourth. There's a chance that it could happen. The realization it could. Motherwell could fucking beat us at Fair Park post split and beat us before the split as well. Celtic Park, it's the God honest truth. And plus, if we lose the Rangers, we could. It makes me like as much as you hear it in my voice and trying to sound sarcastic saying it, I'm actually hurting saying it. The thoughts that are actually happening scares me, you know. But if you don't prep and if you don't have the hunger and you don't play to the level, you get punished. Simple. We need to be looking over our shoulder as Motherwell are right up there. 100%. They're a good team, Motherwell. Let's look. Rangers charging 55 quid a cup ticket. Ah, well, look at. I'm just surprised. That's disgusting behaviour. 53 quid for a cup ticket. Unreal. Absolutely unreal. Right, let's look at the table. This is where we're at. So we have a game in hand, as we all know. So does Motherwell. Motherwell are 4 points behind us in the table, folks. 4 points. Right? And look. Hearts only on 60 points. And they're 28 games in. What a crazy season this has been. Celtic have lost 7 games. We've drawn 3. And we've won 17. Hearts' next game is Aberdeen at Tynecastle. Who does Motherwell have next? Motherwell actually have Dundee United next. Are they playing them home or away? Probably playing them at home because they've obviously played away to St. Mirren. Let's have a look at the Well. Motherwell will be playing Dundee United. Dundee United at 3 o'clock on Saturday. Some Celtic fans will keep eyes on that alongside Hearts. Well, let's see what people say. No, I meant the manager. That's not Irish and Celtic fan. Yeah, look, to be honest with you, Paul, I think anyone that comes into the job is gonna get bent over and be a yes man. This is God honest truth. And I feel like some of Martin O'Neill's comments over the last few months being satisfied with the transfer window, I think that's a total yes to the Dermot Desmond. You keep saying he won't talk bad about Dermot Desmond because he gave him the opportunity. I can understand that, but at the same time, what's the point going on TalkSport and saying, big problems at the club, just things need to be changed, blah, blah, blah. Never said the board, but things need to be changed. And then going backtracking on it. I know it's a hard job. And I love Martin. I really do love Martin O'Neill, but I think he's so stubborn at times. So stubborn. That, change your keeper, mate. Change your keeper. We won't get the clear out. We won't, as fans, we won't get that clear out. Right, let's have a look. Let's have a look at this beautiful squad. The potential, the champions of Scotland. Maybe this squad could be. Fucking hope so. But I don't know. As I said, I'm 90% checked out. Will I stop doing podcasts if we lose on Sunday? Definitely not. The show must go on. The content must go up. We gotta take your opinions into consideration, folks. Let's have a look. I'll go into the comments in a second. Dump him, keep him, Keep him. Oh, keep him. Dump him. Dump him. He wants to go. He's definitely looking for a move in the summer when he gets back from injury. Keep him. Keep him. Don't know much about this guy. Dump Dane Murray. Keep him. Dump him. Keep him. Keep him. Dump him. Sorry, Lukey. Love you to bits, but no. I don't know about Oxlade-Chamberlain. The guy's only played 3 games. Let me give an opinion on that in the summer. Keep him because we can make money off him. Dump him. Dump him. And I wouldn't be surprised if Callum McGregor goes in the summer, goes to Saudi Arabia to Brendan Rodgers. Depends on how this season unfolds. Keep him. Dump him. Dump him. Dump him. Keep him. Dump him. Keep him. Keep him. James is going to go. Dump him. Dump him. Fucking hell. Definitely a reshuffle. Definitely a reshuffle there, folks. And then the players on loan. Sorry, I forgot I didn't get into there. Inamura, good luck. See you later. Narowski. He would have done well for us if we had him. Stephen Welch. His times at Celtic are numbered. He's doing excellent with Motherwell. Absolutely excellent, but his time's up. Adam Montgomery. No, thanks. Odin Home. He should be training with the Celtic team. I don't know what's going on there. Lewis Palmer, not a fucking chance. Get rid of him. Thinks he's Cristiano Ronaldo. Shinamade, dump him. Johnny Kenny, dump him. Now that seems very, very harsh, saying dump 3/4 of your squad, but it's the truth. Half of them don't have the hunt. Half of them don't have the hunger. Half of them ain't scoring goals. Half of them ain't contributing to the level that you should be when they're wearing the Celtic shirt. Half of them don't look like a fucking winner. Simple as. Is there a manager from the Irish League is there a manager, from the Irish League that's cheap, that Desmond? He'd probably be looking at Shamrock Rovers manager, to be honest with you. That's what you'd probably be looking at. Issue this summer is it's a World Cup and we could be trying to recruit players for the Conference League. Yeah. Could be. Now I don't know. I think I read this post wrong. Me and my mate were having this moan earlier on about this. As of the final position league, so there still is a Champions League playoff to play for, and then from the end of next season, it's a second round. For some reason, I was thinking, right, this is what this was, and this is what that is. As in the final league positions, Celtic could still have a potential. If they win the league, they could still potentially get into the Champions League next year. Now, if they finish runners-up, there's a second round qualifier, which was the same as last year. Then Scottish Cup winners get Europa League third round. Conference League, third place gets Conference League, and then fourth place get Conference League. The following season, Champions League, second round, Conference League, second round qualifier. Europa League, if you win the Scottish first round, and then Conference League. Not really a lot of incentives. Like I've said this last night. I just don't think Celtic deserve to even be near the Champions League. That's the God honest truth. I just think, you're giving someone. It's like giving someone a wealthy bonus. It's like giving someone a big bonus in work and they don't deserve it because they've turned up, but they haven't put the work in. That's what it feels like. It's a decline for Celtic. And I put up a picture last night on my socials of Martin O'Neill praying, saying we need a miracle. Fucking do need a miracle. Definitely need a miracle. So, folks, I'm going to do another 10 minutes. I'm going to jump off. I won't be doing a podcast tomorrow night. I'm going to take a break tomorrow night. Probably. I'll see how I feel. Probably just have a nice, relaxing night tomorrow night. Wednesday night, I'll be doing a podcast. Thursday night, I'll be doing a podcast. Friday night, I'll be doing a podcast. Saturday night I'll be doing a podcast, but tomorrow night I'll have a rest. I need a rest. Done loads of videos and loads of podcasts over the last couple of days. We'll see, unless something comes out. From 27 to 28, European qualifiers are horrendous. That's it. Coefficient. Shocking, isn't it? Reality, there's a generation of fans don't see what's coming down the road. It could be a long road. It could be a long road. And it looks like it could be that a dark stages ahead, Mark, you know. Paddy, how are you getting on? Yet again, you come in late, Paddy. You need to get the notifications on your phone, Paddy, over in Belfast. Hope you're doing well. Kevin thinks we will regain the title. Kevin, tell me why we're going to regain the title. Have we been playing like champions this season to regain the title? That's what I want to know in the comments. It's the truth. He's spot on. He's spot on. Mark is right. And you know what? Could be a dark road ahead, folks. Could be a really dark road ahead. But are we gonna walk away from our team? No, we don't walk away from our team. Definitely not. Definitely not. But anyways, folks, I'm gonna jump off. I'm gonna head off, folks, because I'm getting tired. I've done enough podcasts over the last 2 days, and I don't want to keep repeating myself. I want to have something to look forward to chatting to you. So I will be back on Wednesday night, 8 o'clock Wednesday night. I'll see you then. 8 o'clock Wednesday night. Give me a yes. Give me a no in the comments. You will be tuning in Wednesday night. We will have some injury news as well, going into the Europa League match in Stuttgart. And of course I am. I'm wearing a house coat. Of course I am. What do you think? Does it look good? Pimped up. Look at me. Pimped up. Whoop whoop. Look at me. Whoop. Yep. You have not eat your heart. Oh God. Yeah, I'm wearing a house coat. I don't call it a bat robe. Definitely not. No, I call it a house coat. What do you call it? What do you call it in the comments? I believe we can still get ourselves out of this mess. I never concede nothing until it's impossible to. I admire your bravery. I admire your belief. I think it's brilliant. I think it's absolutely brilliant. But you know what? It's just getting worse. Need a cigar and a brandy. That's it. Calling me Liam? I don't mind. Is that my YouTube name now? Brilliant, Keith. Why not? Why not? Just put the hood up. Okay, just put the hood up. Maybe put the hood up when we're on the podcast. Maybe. Who gives a shit? You know, it might give me a bit of clickbait views. People might be turning around like, oh, look at this mad Irish guy talking in a Celtic podcast wearing a house coat. Who does he think he is? Who does he think he is? Does he think he's Ange? Does he think he's Ange with the cigar? Does he? Yeah, E.T. phone home stuff. You know, as I said, folks, I'm putting my name in for the Celtic job now in the summer. You know, I'm putting my name in. I'll take the team, the glory. I'll slap that board around a bit. I'll go in there and I'll hit Michael Nicholson with a stone cold stunner. That's what I do. Two cans of tenants all over the place. You know, we get a boxing ring on Celtic way. I'll take Nicholson on, show him how it's done, and I'll take that suit. If you like Money in the Bank, I'll take that suitcase off him. You know. But that's done. That's it. I don't care. I wear my house coat. Don't give a shit. Yeah, I'm in the comfort of my own home. I'm in the comfort of my own home. I got Kurt Cobain behind me. I've got the Irish Origins. I've got me 40 Clover light. I've got me blanket up, which looks fantastic, by the way. You know, can't complain. Life's good. Bar be clubby and shit at the moment. You know. So yeah. What score predictions are we going for Sunday, folks? Positive or negative? I'm going to go 2-1 Celtic on Sunday. It's a bold one. I'm putting the torpedo out there right now. 2-1 Celtic on Sunday. 2-1. Fucking roast. They can't be having that bleeding hood up. 2-1 Celtic. Let's go out there and fucking show them we're champions. And if we lose, I'll come on Sunday and I'll have a ranting deck. I'll decide on Saturday night if I'm going out for the game on Sunday. If not, I'm going to just sit at home. Drown me sorrows if we get beaten. And if we win, I'll be going out for a drink. Yeah. I wear slippers, shorts, a big t-shirt at home, whatever makes you comfy. Well, I've got shorts on, grey shorts on. I've got my Crocs on. Yeah, I wear Crocs, folks. I'm a loser. I wear Crocs. Yeah, I'm one of them losers. I don't go out wearing the Crocs. Like I wouldn't wear them out unless I'm going to the shop. I wouldn't go out wearing them out to the super, to the Lidl. I wouldn't go out bleeding wearing them for a coffee. Like, Jesus, no. My missus would kill me. She hates them. We were away. We were down in Bristol a couple of weeks ago, and some guy walked past us with a Crocs bag. She's like, "You need one of them, you gobshite." I was like, "Shut up, you." Hammered on Sunday. I wear Crocs. See, they're comfy. They do the job. I need to get Celtic ones. Who cares? You only live once. Who gives an F what other people think? Yeah, we don't care what the animals say. You know. I think we'll get beaten. My head says that, but my heart doesn't say that. That's the problem with me. I'm a stubborn cow. My head thinks we will get beaten, but my heart can't give in to getting beaten. You know, we're underdogs in all levels. You know, even though people are saying and different avenues that we have the best squad in Scotland, we don't have the hungriest squad, most hunger squad in Scotland. You know, Hearts are hungry, Rangers are hungry, Celtic are deflated. Deflated. You know, Cassie Bingo's in the house. Two Fast Sisters, 88. Two Fast Sisters, 88. We've no confidence in these players. I think it could be just bad. We need to score early. We need to score early. You know? Days of Maeda, play him up front. Because I think Big Tam, I like Big Tam, but I think Maeda for the occasion. Maeda needs to get the finger out. Big time. Big time. So, anyways, folks, gonna jump off. Nice chatting to you. I'm still alive, still kicking. Trying to be optimistic. I'm not like yesterday when I was moaning and I was groaning. I was saying that as it is, but have a little bit of faith. That's not from George Michael. That's from me. But yeah, speak to us all soon. And anyone over on Facebook, please get the finger out and jump over to YouTube and subscribe. Subscribe. Why do I have 80,000 followers and I can't even get fucking someone in to look at YouTube? You know, it's just madness. It's absolute madness. Maybe you just don't want to hear the truth. Maybe you just want to keep living in a happy clapper mentality. Some do. You know, some people think it's not a disaster. Some people don't even think Celtic are in a crisis. Is Celtic in a crisis? Let me know in the comments before I go. Are Celtic in a crisis? I feel like we're in a crisis. I feel like we're not getting answers at all. Answers on the pitch, answers from the board, answers from the stands. The table's showing it in disarray. It's a good word there, disarray, you could say, yeah. And how can it be fixed? That's what I was asking Jamie tonight. How can it be fixed? Never sell it like that. Look. I know people are pissed off with Paul and pissed off with Quinny and pissed off with Stevie and pissed off with Tony Haggerty. These guys are good people. They commit themselves. They commit themselves to doing good content. I've met Paul John a couple of times, and I know Paul John's not everyone's cup of tea, but he's built an empire, and his podcast is pretty decent. And they made it out straight. They got offered a box. Their friends gave them the box. They didn't spend a penny, and they went. And these people keep saying back the team. They went to see the team play. If you're in that position and you're offered to go and see your team play, are you going to go and see them play? Now, if the lads spent the money in the Kerrysdale suite and bought hospitality separate, I'll be disappointed. But I'm not disappointed. At the end of the day, the lads are doing their own business, but you want to do their own business. You know? I just feel like we shouldn't be criticizing people that put endless hours into trying to entertain you, try to put a show on for you. They're good folk. Paul John's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. Quinny, I've met Quinny twice. Quinny's a nice guy. I like Quinny. I think Quinny's very passionate. His analytics are really good. They're really good people, folks. Tony, I've never met Tony. Stevie, I like Stevie. So I think lay off them, lads. We don't need this divide. We don't need this divide between fans, and especially people that are putting their faces out on cameras and are trying to have a conversation with you about the team you love. We don't need that. There's bigger shit to be worrying about than 4 people sitting in the box watching Celtic play. For God's sake. You're going on like the fucking royal family turned up at Celtic Park to watch fucking Celtic play the way they're going on. Calm down. Calm down. Bigger shit. And am I going to be now labelled a lick arse to Axom? Am I now a lick arse to everyone else because of the 3 lads? No. I just think they're decent lads. And yeah, Quinny put a picture up and that's his own business. Simple. So yeah, tell Quinny when he's on his podcast, Keith said hello. How's it going, Paul? What's the crack? How are you getting on? Unity. Unity is a big word. And see, when people talk down on other people, that's not unity. That's divide. Think about it. It looked bad in the box. But genuine Celtic fans, let's not attack around. 100%, Mark. 100%. At the end of the day, the lads said it out straight. They don't need to explain themselves to you. We don't need to explain ourselves to you. We're all human beings. We decide when we need to explain ourselves or not. And I think the lads done all right. Obviously not sitting in the box. That's their own decision. But I think the criticism was a bit. I think the criticism towards the lads is a bit too much. Keyboard fucking warriors, some people are. Let them live their lives. Let them do what they want to do. As I said, they breed Celtic like me and you. They breed Celtic. They talk about Celtic on a daily basis because they love trying to talk to you and show how much they love Celtic. So yeah. That's me talking about the segment about the lads. Earlier, Keith, you mentioned Thomas Frank. I'm a bit of a fan of this. I think Thomas Frank would be ideal for Celtic. Yeah, he had a open checkbook at Tottenham, and it didn't work out at Tottenham, but he was fantastic at Brentford. Look what he got out of Ivan Toney. Fantastic. He literally robbed him under the ropes because Celtic were going to sign him at the time. So yeah. We're used to. That's it. All good, Keith. All good. I was going to jump off 10 minutes because this is what happens when people come in. What I'm asking is, give us one of them. Give me one of them. Give me one of them. Give me one of them. If you want to join the membership for £1, join the membership for £1. It gets put back into the channel. It gets put back into picture quality and hopefully getting better maybe getting a little mic maybe. We'll see. You know. Good stuff. Good stuff. Right into you. By the way, who has seen Brendan Rodgers dressed up? I've seen it. Do you want to hear it? Do you want to hear it? Oh God. Oh God. Here we go. My mate sent me this.
I've only been here 2 months, but I feel a real peace with the people here, the kindness of everyone, and like I say, there's a real exciting future ahead for Saudi Arabia.
He's a mad thing. He's a mad thing. Oh, Brendan. Oh, he's lost it. He's absolutely lost it, Brendan has. 2 seconds now. Right. This is what happens when you get money like that. You're gonna spill the PR, aren't you? Do you know what? I have no animosity towards Brendan Rodgers. See, the first time around he left, I was fucking raging. To be honest, I just feel like there's a lot to be told. Yes, did his ego get a little bit ahead of himself? Did he drop tilts? Right. I'm looking at the way I'm looking at the whole Brendan Rodgers thing. Right, he's in his final year of his contract. He's after getting Celtic the previous season into the knockout stage of the Champions League. We took Bayern Munich on toe-to-toe in the Allianz Arena. We were unlucky that night. I thought we played absolutely excellent. One of the best performances I've seen Celtic play away in Europe. Fucking hell, I'm getting roasted here. But the negotiations broke down because he wanted Tills to work, and he said it straight after the Tannadice title victory that he wanted to be here as long as he could. But are you gonna work for a share of shites? Be honest. Let's put the Celtic thing behind. Let's think about it as your job, right? Right? Let's think this as your job, right? You're in a business. You've done well before in this business. You've came back into the business. You've been successful in some way, but you're starting to get fed up because your bosses are a share of shites, are afraid to invest in the business to bring your business up to another level. Would you be pissed off? Would you be pissed off? Let's be honest. Would you be? Say yes or no. You know, you got to think it in that way. We need to just take a step. Yeah, I had to take it off. I'm bleeding roasted. I'm like Val Venus with that back robe coming off. So big Val Venus. Oh yeah, you would definitely. So I don't despise Brendan Rodgers. I don't. Do I still think people were calling him a rat and all when he left? Look, the truth will come out. The truth will come out. And this is why I think Dermot Desmond got that statement out, because he fucking knew that the fans are waking up to these bollocks off him. That's why. Spunk for Merck. But yeah, definitely. He's a loaded rat. Oh, Jesus. But he's a loaded rat that won your titles. He's a loaded rat that got us done as well in the Champions League. He's a loaded rat that got us invincible. He's a loaded rat that got us a double treble. But he is a rat. He was the rat that left and fucked off to Leicester City when we needed him, where he could have made history. But look, life's about forgiveness. If you can't forgive, what does that say about you? It's not the end of the world. You need to forgive at times. You know, you got a second chance. It wasn't to the heights that he was in his first time. We won a league. We won a Scottish Cup. We won a League Cup. Yeah. You know, it's different. We're still successful. And see these folk that we won a double. That's that's a step down from and winning as a treble. Fucking get on with it. It's a manager coming in and trying his own ethos, you know? Top clubs. How's it going, Jay? I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Top clubs have top academies and young players who know what the club is about. The board have never backed the funds in the academy setup. Now, they put the money into developing the infrastructure of the academy, like as in the facilities, but not into the players. Correct. Like Ben Doak. Do you blame Ben Doak? Yeah, let's be honest, right? I don't know how much Ben Doak was on in Liverpool. I think he was on like probably 20 grand a week. Maybe. I don't know the figure. Would you play for Celtic on about 3 grand a week when you're not even guaranteed you're going to be playing? Not even guaranteed you're going to be in the squad and trying to get into the squad? Or would you go to Liverpool where you have a chance to work with the best manager in the world, which was Jurgen Klopp? It's a no-brainer. I wouldn't be fucking chasing my life around that club if you're not going to get a chance and you think deep down inside you think you deserve a chance and you're getting fucked around. The board do not want to invest in the academy. Daniel Cummins, there you go. Daniel Kelly, he went because he wasn't going to get a chance. Daniel Kelly looked like a baller. I was even saying at one point, Jesus Christ, we might have a new Callum McGregor on our hands. You know? Yeah, Ange was breaking into the squad because, not Ange, Doak was breaking the squad under Ange. Doak had 2 or 3 games. Remember, he came on against Dundee United at Celtic Park when, obviously, it was Abada that scored the late winner. You know? Yeah. And then Rangers, he came on against Rangers. Sefco, I mean. Yeah, Doak is one of Scotland's best players at the minute. Look at his assist from McTominay in the in that World Cup qualifier. Unreal techers, you know. We got so lucky with Ange. Honestly, I sat there the other night and watched a year of Ange, and I was actually feeling depressed watching it. I was like, I'd do anything to have them days back. I would. Angelos, please come back. No, Angelos, don't tarnish your legacy because that board ain't going to give you shit. You know? Like, see in football when you get like, you see ambitious chairman. Look at Exeter. Look at the lads down in Exeter. McInerney and fucking Ryan Reynolds. Them lads have a vision. Them lads are pushing to try get in the Premier League. They're in the playoff spots. Look at the project they're doing. They're invested in their club. The Celtic board are not invested in they don't have a project. They don't have a plan. All their plan is looking at the revenues and checking how much they're going to get as a pay increase. You know, Wrexham, like, unbelievable project going on there. You know, I would wish if I had one person out of me 19,000 who was a millionaire or a billionaire watching, I would plead to you, get us away from this hellhole of a Celtic board and buy Dermot Desmond out of the club. Please. You will be a saint to every Celtic fan. A saint. Like what Fergus McCann done when he got rid of them shower of shites, the Kellys and stuff back in the 90s. You know, we need something like that. We need that. You know, money talks. Yeah. That is that plan. You're right, Jordan. How are we getting on, Jordan? Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. I hope you're doing well. Here's one. Here's Tyler. How's it going, Tyler? I hope you subscribe to the YouTube channel after this as well. I'm going to just keep calling it out. Subscribe. Here's one. If Sinisalo Doolan was playing the way Schmeichel was playing, they would never play for us again. Correct. Because it's Schmeichel. That's what it is. It's the name. Because I think Martin O'Neill doesn't have the balls to drop Kasper Schmeichel. I love Martin O'Neill, but I don't think he's the balls to drop him. I don't know why. I don't know what's fucking going on there. I don't know if it's just pally. I just think he should fucking get Sinisalo and goal on Thursday night. And then if he plays well on Thursday night, which is against a good Bundesliga outfit, and you never know, he might get clean sheet. Stick him in on Sunday for Ibrox. He's played against Rangers at Ibrox before, and he actually played all right. Like, it feels like it's the McKenna or the Motherwell manager. I think Kieran McKenna is not going to touch Celtic. If he gets Ipswich promoted, right? Ipswich, I think they're third or second in the league, in the championship. Let's have a look. Championship. Right, let's have a look. I know what you're saying, bud. I do know what you're saying. That's it. He's not the keeper he was 10 years ago. Kasper, like even Kasper 2 years ago was good. So Ipswich Town fourth in the Championship of England. Yeah, they lost the last game to Wrexham. Go on, the Wrexham. I want Wrexham to go up, by the way. I've always liked Wrexham. Always liked them, even before fucking Rob came in and McInerney as well came in. I've always had a heart for Wrexham. So I'm not jumping on the whole bandwagon. I've always liked Wrexham. If I could get posts of Wrexham flag and the Bohemians flag from years ago, I would. You know? So yeah. Okay, Ipswich will pay McKenna 90 grand if he gets, I think it's a 90 grand bonus if he gets up. Kieran McKenna for me. How's it going, Frankie? What's the crack, Frankie? How's it going, Michael? Michael Hoy's in the gaff. How are you getting on, Michael? Hope you subscribe to the channel, YouTube channel. Hell. We need a new manager in now. Martin is playing side to side, back to the keeper. At least Nancy was getting the ball forward best. Now, I said this last night, Michael, on the channel. I got pelters for this. I said it out straight. I said, you know what? I would relieve Martin O'Neill of his duties. I would get the Motherwell manager in, let him get used to the last 10 or 11 games. If we don't win the league with him, fuck it. It's a rebuild. And give him 2 years, 2.5 years to get it together. 2.5 years. And it seems crazy. But Celtic are on a down spiral. We need to the only way you're going to do is get someone in, rebuild. The football has been dirt over the last 4 or 5 games. We've been banana skinning games, let's be honest. And then our luck ran out. So I agree with you on that one, Michael. I do agree with you on that one. Will Celtic get hot at the end of the season, or will we fade even more? I've said it already. Last night was 95%. I'm about 90%. I don't think we're going to win the league. And I'm sorry for upsetting folk that have the mentality we're going to win the league. Make a break on Sunday. If you don't get the 3 points at Ibrox, fuck that. See your game in hand. Stop talking about your game in hand. You've basically lost your 3 points. We need to win that. Every game has to be won. You know? We need another Ange. Someone said to me earlier on, I said, not a chance. My mate Danny said to me, would you take Kevin Muscat? I was like, no, I wouldn't take Kevin Muscat. I was like, I'd take Thomas Frank. I'd take Knutson, but Knutson won't touch us. I would take Jens off Motherwell. Get to bed. No, I'm staying up till about 12 anyway. My missus is in work anyway, so might as well rip it up while she's in work. Free gaff. Everybody's welcome over to the gaff for a sesh. The house coat. Get the pipes out. Just drop Michael and Scales just for one game. Look, he won't drop him. I'm telling you, he's undroppable. It sounds crazy. You let off 3 errors against Stuttgart and you still don't be dropped. And like it wasn't. People were moaning yesterday. Schmeichel couldn't do much about the first goal. Second goal, it's Callum McGregor. Callum McGregor didn't close him. Simple as. I hate when people don't criticize our captain at times. It does my nutting. It's like they're all goody two shoes. Sometimes they need to get a bit of criticism, you know. I think it probably will be Sean Maloney. If we don't win the league, I think they'll give it to Sean Maloney. I don't think they're going to. To be honest with you, I think trying to sell this they don't have a project. That's the thing. Operation Reset. Operation Failure. It probably will be Maloney because you know that he's on the pay grade and it's easier for them to laundry the money. That's why. I like Sean Maloney, but he's not the answer for Celtic as a manager. He's not the answer for Celtic. You know, I'd rather, and this sounds crazy, I'd actually rather John McGlynn as the manager of Celtic than Sean Maloney. Is that? Would you agree with that or disagree with that, folks? Yeah. Failed to prepare Centra. Liam Scales was in Bournemouth at the end of the Europa League game. Maloney doesn't want the job. Now, you don't know what's going on behind the scenes, Paddy boy. You may have your sources, but probably doesn't want the job. You know, he's on the payroll. Seen stranger. Look at Neil Lennon. He was on the payroll and he got the job. You know, no idea how they expect to sell season tickets. Surely they've considered that. Oh, they'll try. This is what they'll do. They'll get a manager in before renewal so they can get the buzz up. That's what they'll do. They always are at a mark. They're always at it. I hope it's a Motherwell manager. You know, I really do. Really do. Right. Let's see. I'll be jumping up now in 5 minutes, folks. Keep saying I'm jumping up, but I actually am. I just want people to subscribe to the channel. Right. So anyone over on Facebook, have you jumped over and subscribed tonight? Nah. One subscriber. Come on. Come on, folks. Get them subs in. Get them subs in. Right, so this is what we're looking at. 36 games, 20 wins, 11 draws, 5 defeats. 5 defeats as Motherwell manager. He has been assistant coach of Copenhagen. He's managed Gothenburg. He's managed in the look, he had a bad, at 39%, 29%, 79%, but that's the Faroe Islands League. I won't get carried away with that. This is the crazy thing, right, folks? No one said this. Nancy has a better CV than this guy does. Nancy had a better CV than this guy had. Nancy won the MLS Cup, the MLS. He built the Columbus Crew. He done well with Montreal. This guy, because he's doing well and he's playing hot football with Motherwell, he looks appealing. It's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy to think, like, regardless what your CV has, sometimes in a right now and having a unity of players that are fighting for you, you're gonna be a hot asset, you know. It's crazy that you might disagree with me, you know. But Nancy had more on his CV. But he was the worst manager I've ever seen for Celtic. Worst manager. I would be optimistic about Maloney, to be fairly honest. I don't think Roberto Martinez is going to touch Celtic because they won't give him the wages they probably want. We need to play 3-5-2 on Sunday. 9 out of 10. I don't think they will. I said play 3-5-2 as well. You know, but I don't think they will, to be honest. All right, folks, I'm going to jump off. It's been a long 2.5 hours of podcasting. I appreciate you all tuning in tonight. Anyone over on Facebook, please jump over and subscribe. Thank you very much for the likes from Frankie Gray Jr., Winky McCavey, Stuart Winchester, and NABIL. Really appreciate it. And everyone over on YouTube, like Cassie Bingo, Paddy, Clash, Stephen, Mark, Smell the Glove, Istobia. Really appreciate you all tuning in tonight. Really appreciate it. And please, folks, do subscribe to the channel. I'm off. Speak to you all soon. I'll be back on Wednesday night, right? I'll be back on Wednesday night, 8 o'clock. Hell.